Can I just cooler somebody one time? Like that's like I just want to just one time, just like like aces versus kings, something like I haven't done one of them in a long time. Like I haven't had a hand where it's just like, oh, I just flopped it, and then they think they flopped it, but I really flopped it, and then I just get paid. No, I didn't. King seven. I don't remember that. It's old shit.
And the winner is Jamin Burton. Jamin couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, but we happily accept that well-deserved award on his behalf.
We back. Wait, how pretentious is this? We back at the Bellagio. When I arrive at the Bellagio, there's only one 5-10 game currently running, so I had to wait for a bit for them to open a must-move game. Literally the second hand of this game, I open pocket eights to $25 and get called in 2 spots, both of which are blinds. I don't know much about the small blind. The big blind, however, different story. I don't typically like to call people names or anything, but
his 6th round draft pick, his first punt today. And it's a big one. Wow, look at this, to the 15.
Let's just say, if given rope, he likes to bet. And often. I check back the flop of deuce 7-7 rainbow when it checks to me. This is a dangerous check as I'm giving my hand 0 protection against potential overcards. So be it. The turn putting the third 7 on board gives me a full house. If my hand was best on the flop, it's still best now. The small blind checks and the big blind bets $40. I call, and so does the small blind. The river brings the 10 of spades. The small blind checks again, and the big blind now bets $150. This line doesn't make much sense. I guess he could be betting the turn with pocket 9s, but why continue with this size on the river? He either has quads or he has nothing. The small blind lingering around is probably holding a couple overcards, so I'm not too worried about him. I call, and the small blind folds. The big blind then shows me ace-9 offsuit.
I mean, there's an 82-yard punt. An 82-yard punt.
I literally saw one more hand at this table before I was tapped to move to another game.
I want more of these good vibes. Give me more of that sunshine. I woke up on the bright side, enjoying the views like blue skies from my high rise. Cool breeze, yeah, it's so nice. Good connection like Wi-Fi. I keep doing what feels right. Come on now. It's a perfect day to go anywhere I wanna go. Let's hit the road. Come on, come on, come on now.
Oh, they gon' learn. They gon' learn today. Jumping the hijack opens to $30, and you already know what time it is. We going nowhere. 3 of spades, 4 of spades, 9 of clubs. There it is. There it is. Your move, sucker. He makes no move. 4 diamonds. He done messed up now. Let's squeeze some change out of him. $10. He slides in the sawbuck. Queen of clubs. Straights missed. Draws missed. He ain't checking back a 9 on the flop and ain't just calling $10 with the 4 on the turn. So unless he ran into that chick on 5th Street, we golden, baby. $40. The square thinks. Then he drops in $40. Sees my tray 5 and mucks. What are they doing, baby? What are they doing?
Table 28 players, Mike and
Never lose. Never loses. 5-3 suited. As advertised.
Never. Really interesting one here, and by interesting, I mean, well, You'll see. Open the button with 2 red queens to $30. In the big blind, a player that's relatively new to this player pool raises to $210. That's a big raise. The size, it puts me back on my heels a bit. I'm not folding, obviously, but that raise size is a little concerning. On a flop of Jack 8-9 Rainbow, he continues for another abnormally large size, $300. What in the hell? Let's assume he has aces or kings. Is this the board you want to be firing into? Probably not. I'm blocking queens, so maybe he's the rare breed that just goes ape with jacks pre-flop and has flop top set and this board scares him? Or maybe he just has ace-king and he's trying to be rid of me. I called the $300 with my overpair and gut shot. The turn deuce of hearts is as blank gets, but he checks. What in the world is his hand? Top set wouldn't check this turn, 0 chance. Aces or kings that fired like that on the flop probably wouldn't check either. Ace-king would, though. I bet $400 both to get value and protect against ace-king specifically. There's a long pause, and he calls. The river 7 of clubs puts a one-liner to a straight on board, and he checks again. Here, I make a pretty big mistake. My move probably should be to just shove. If on the off chance he does have aces or kings, this would be a really hard call to make, and pocket jacks and tens are very squarely in the range of hands I'd be taking this exact line with. But honestly, in real time, I didn't think about that. I was just happy an ace or a king didn't show up. I check it back, and we chop the pot when he turns over Whitney and Aretha. Well, so much for blockers. Why can't I have jacks, you know? I have jacks too. I have tens.
Anything but that, huh?
Anything. Like, literally, I win with anything except that exact thing.
It's a perfect time to be anywhere I wanna be. Follow me. That's what I like. That's what I need. I'm feeling fresh, don't need to stress. I'm doing me. That's what I like. That's what I need. I'm way too blessed, don't need to stress about a thing. That's what I need. I got what I need. Yeah, I got what I need. I wanna celebrate. I'm on to something great. Ready to get away. Come on and make my day. Don't need no destination. Feels like I'm on vacation. I'll send you my location. Hurry now, don't keep me waiting. Come on now. Come on. It's a perfect day to go anywhere I wanna go. Let's go. Let's hit the road. Come on, come on, come on now. It's a perfect time to be anywhere I wanna be. Follow me. That's what I like. That's what I need. I'm feeling fresh, don't need to stress. I'm doing me. That's what I like. That's what I need. I'm way too blessed, don't need to stress about a thing. That's what I need. I got what I need. Yeah, I got what I need. I wanna celebrate. I'm on to something great. Ready to get away. Come on and make my day. Don't need no destination. Feels like I'm on vacation. I'll send you my location. Hurry now, don't keep me waiting.
In this next hand, the low jack has opened to $30, and the player that attempted to bluff me off of a full house in the first hand of this
Sixth round
vlog
draft pick, his first punt today.
has moved from the must move to this main game and has flatted that open. Looking down at the hand that always makes it happen, I 3-bet to
Slow your roll, sucker. The champ is here. I got it. I throw $110 into the face of both those fools. Do something. LoJack wants none of it. The cutoff? He ain't going nowhere, though. We finna battle again. I ain't even gotta say the flop. You see it? You see it? You see what I did? He passes the action to me, and I drop $80 into the middle. Back on you, chump. He sees the $80. I pay the turn 9 of diamonds, no, never mind, and when he passes action to me, I drop $220 in his face. He grins, then slams $580 back into mine. Oh, hell no. What you playing at, fool?
You might want to think about this a little bit.
Think about what? I wasn't scared in the first hand we played, and I for sure ain't yellow now. 580? No problem. The ace of spades shows up, and now this fool bets another 420.
320, 420. Wait, can we talk about this for a second? You know, he can just have pocket nines or ace 3 of hearts or something.
He woulda, shoulda, coulda. I ain't living my life like that.
Call. So, what happened?
This jive turkey shows me king 3 offsuit. See? That's why I don't play this stupid game. It's all just luck. Follow me to the craps table. I got a system over there.
Let me see that coming. I'm surprised you're not sure.
Huh? What? I didn't have a 3.
Oh, you didn't have it?
That last hand?
No.
No, I had ace king.
Oh, yeah, ace king?
Yeah. We're a king 4, 4, 3, 9, ace? Yeah, I had ace king. Did you see a 3?
I thought you flipped over. Though.
Nah. It's the lights. Angles. I made it look like a 3, but it was
in my mind.
Yeah. It's all angles. It's David Blaine shit.
You're a sorcerer.
I am.
I mean, you went to one.
I read all the Harry Potter books.
Yeah.
Reeling a bit from the break in the space-time continuum that netted me a big loss with 3-5 suited, I open ace 4 suited from the cutoff to $30 and get called by the big blind. Both in online and live play, it's good to realize which players in your game are liable to fold to aggression and which won't. I identify the big blind as an overfolder and continue for $40 after he checks the 9 deuce 6 with 2 spades flop. There are a lot of potential draws on this flop, so his call isn't too surprising. The turn brings the king of diamonds and he checks again. This card is pretty damn good for me, and we continue for $100, leaning a bit into his propensity to overfold. He folds. Shortly after, a seat opens at this table and we slide out of the awful 1 seat and into the much more comfortable 3 seat.
Get loose. Get loose with it, gon' 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 get loose. Okay, first off, let's get this thing started. Man, you know who the life of the party. Gonna celebrate nice, we were hardy, we alive, and everything right with them. Charlie, y'all man, gotta celebrate too. Relegate now, cause the money came through. You ain't never gotta demonstrate when you make moves. Party with the heavyweights, and I stay true, oh man.
What a cooler. What'd you say?
What a cooler. So ridiculous.
Oh man, the neighbors looking like we're so lazy. I just tell them that this hair raised me. You ain't gotta be plush or crazy. Hit the dance floor with us, so lady. Whoa, man, I'm going clear on a Tuesday. Whoa, flowers in the air like a bouquet. Whoa, I'ma tuck in here like a toupee. Better mind what you say. Gonna get loose, get wild in the place. Tell a hater better mind what you say. If you with us, get loose. No time to be fake. Better do it with a smile on your face. If you with us, get loose, get wild in the place. Tell a hater better mind what you say. If you with us, get loose. No time to be fake. Better do it with a smile on your face. If you with us, get loose. Get loose with it. Never call truce with them. Deuce in it. Watch your high move. lose with it. When I party in the city, call the lieutenant. I don't loosen it, I got my boots in them.
At one point during the session, I went through a crazy period where it seemed every hand I folded, easy folds mind you, ended up flopping or turning absolute monsters. And I had the pleasure of just sitting back and watching money pile in. Annoying. After seeing Ace-3 offsuit, 5-6 offsuit, and 8-6 offsuit flop the nuts seconds after I folded them, I'd had enough. I'm human. I was stuck, and discipline was lost. Here, the low jack opens to $30, the cutoff calls, and we call with 6-4 suited because, well, I really don't have a reason, okay? I'm stuck. I'm frustrated. That's the reason. I wanted to flop the nuts. That's the reason. I wanted to feel joy again. With all the pain and suffering in the world, I just wanted to make a pair again. Someday. Is that so bad? Oh, the big blind calls too. 4 of us see, well, I see a 4 of hearts. That's all I see. That's all I need to see. The ace of clubs and 5 of hearts following it, don't care. 4 of hearts means a pair, and a pair equals good. The big blind checks and the low jack continues for $60. The cutoff folds and I've already decided that I'm going nowhere. When the big blind calls 2, I think I might be in trouble. Both the turn 9 of spades and the river jack of diamonds gets checked through. I didn't see what the big blind showed, but the low jack table's 10 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. Yeah, you heard that right. 10 of diamonds, 3 of hearts. And somehow, my bad play on not one, but all 3 streets gets rewarded with this pot. Sometimes, it just be like that. I was mad from the hand before. I was silently tilted about my 8-6 offsuit. I swear to God, I was sitting here like, these motherfuckers are just, they have no value for the dollar. Like, it's all good, like having some modicum of skill or whatever, but sometimes you just want to just cooler the fuck out of something. You know, just like where no skill required. Like your grandmother could have played that hand. That's I want one of them.
Nice tearful up.
Yeah, like just where you just get it. You know, like you just get picked.
I just want to suck out someone down the river.
Pause. The hell are you up to? Mid-session update, and I guarantee you this is going to be quick because they're getting us today. Today, they are getting us. Yeah, we're winning some pots, we're stealing some small ones, but we're losing the big ones. And that is not a recipe for an overall victory. They're just getting us. But the day is young. It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we got all night. We got all night. Let's get back in there.
Fairly intelligent. Ah, he's full of shit.
I just really couldn't get the wheels moving back in the right direction this session. Standard open with King Jack offsuit on the button at $30 gets called by the big blind. So far, so good. 5 of hearts, Jack of diamonds, 7 of clubs. Decent flop, a little drawy, but at least I have top pair. The big blind checks and I continue for $40 and get check raised to $150. Opening the button and c-betting the flop, I have a lot of air here. This particular hand is an air. I call. Turn 8 of diamonds. Not the best card. The big blind now with the betting lead continues for $250. You know, there's a world in which I'm still ahead. I mean, that world does exist. However, I'm likely not living in that world. Fold.
It's golden. It's a golden day. It's golden. Pick up truck in the life we love and fishing till the sun goes down. Kissing that ice on my chains. Drinking cold beer like champagne. Somewhere in the country, backwoods born free, riding from dusk till dawn. Rocking to a favorite song.
70? I think it's more than that. 8. Take a look. Ace high, queen.
Face gonna shine, shine on. Sun is here to stay.
Got him?
Gonna shine, shine on. It's a golden day. It's golden. Golden. It's a golden day. It's golden. It's a golden day. It's golden. Blue skies on my shoulder. Walking on these waves. I feel that silver lining on my face. Yeah. Gonna shine, shine on.
So we are back home, and I forgot to film a wrap up for this whole disaster that was tonight. Unfortunately, my last 2 hands I didn't get recorded. The first of which I 4-bet with queens, got called in one spot. Flop comes 3-3 queen, and I lose a big pot to quads. And in my last hand, I got it all in with ace jack of diamonds on a jack high flop and ran into kings. So, disaster. Not a good night. In total, I was down 3,500 on this fabulous Friday. But you know what? It's one night. It's one session. We're going to play another one tomorrow. So, if you like the vlogs, leave me a comment. I'll probably respond. And subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. And hopefully next time, I just wrap everything up properly rather than doing it here at home. Bye.
Just a dead man.